Call of Duty Zombies is notorious for having some of the greatest maps ever and some of the worst maps ever. But we're going to be looking on the bright side today, and we're going to be taking the best thing out of every single Call of Duty Zombies map from World at War to Cold War. And of course, we got to start with Noctur and Toten. The best thing about Noctur and Toten is the mystery box or the ray gun. Now listen, there's not really a lot about Noctur and Toten, so I can't really say too much good about it. But I guess I'll just say the mystery box or the ray gun, because those were two things that people loved about Call of Duty Zombies when Noctur and Toten first released. Verrucht. The best thing about Verrucht, in my opinion, is the introduction of perks. Now you're going to see a trend with these World at War maps. It's going to be a lot of introduction of certain things. But I believe that Verrucht's introduction of perks led to every single other perk, whether it be good or bad, in Call of Duty Zombies, and we have to give credit to them for that. Shinonuma. With the introduction of our Ultimus crew, this has to be the best part of the map. Although the map was kind of cool, it's been remastered so many times, I don't even know what the original looks like anymore. But the introduction of these characters really lightened up the mood, from Noct just being these bland soldiers and Verrucht being kind of these bland soldiers. I mean, Dempsey was there, but it was a little bit bland. Der Riese. Now, arguably the best map in World at War. I believe the best part of this map is the introduction of Pack-a-Punch. The way that Pack-a-Punch was inserted into this map was so good. It was so accessible, it was super easy, and it introduced people to upgrading their weapons for the first time ever. Kino der Toten. Now, when I was a kid playing this map, this was absolutely terrifying. The amount of creepy things in this map was very evident. You could easily tell it was a World at War map with the creepiness factor that they were trying to go for. From Samantha's room with the blood and teddy bears to the barrels full of mysterious zombies, this map had me absolutely pooping my pants, and I believe that this is the best part of Kino. 5. The concept of playing as world leaders in a zombies map has always been one of my favorite features about any Call of Duty Zombies map ever. I just think it's so cool playing as John F. Kennedy or Fidel Castro and just shooting zombies in the Pentagon. Ascension. Now there's a lot of things I could say about Ascension, such as the introduction of PhD Flopper and Stamina, my favorite perk, but I think I'm gonna say the first ever main quest. Now yes, it's kind of bland, but Ascension took that first step to where we are now with Easter egg quests such as Ancient Evil or even Der Eisendrache. Call of the Dead. Now if you know me and you've been watching my videos, you will know that my favorite map is Call of the Dead, and I have so many good things to say about it. But I think truly the best part of this map is the celebrity cast. From Michael Rooker to Sarah Michelle Gellar, this is one of the greatest celebrity casts we've ever had, and they really lighten up the map and make it feel like a real zombie apocalypse. Shangri-La. Now, what is there else to say besides the beauty? This map is gorgeous. From the gray maps that we've been receiving throughout the entirety of Black Ops 1, this map really lightened up the mood and made it gorgeous. The Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles version lightened it up even more. Moon. The best feature that is exclusive to Moon is definitely the hacker device. The hacker device allowed you to do multitude of things, including getting doors for a cheaper price or even refunding perks, which was a super cool feature that has never been a part of any other Zombies map ever. Transit. Now, I don't want to hate on this map too much, but it was kind of hard to find something good about this map that was worth mentioning. But I believe the best part of this map is actually the idea behind it. Jimmy Zielinski was a madman, and he thought of this map, and although the Xbox 360 and PS3 couldn't keep up with what he wanted, I'm sure that this map would have been fantastic had it been on new gen. Die Rise. Now, even in the deepest darkness of any world, Die Rise still has that shining light, and that shining light is the Liquefier, baby. This is one of my favorite wonder weapons of all time. The way it just makes you slip and slide is so cool, and it's unfortunate that it was placed on one of the worst maps of all time. Nuketown. Now, I love the plot twist of Nuketown. How it takes place at the same time as Moon really confused people for a little bit and sparked some new story ideas that we had never seen in the community before. Mob of the Dead. Now, there are so many great things that you could say about Mob of the Dead. This is easily a top 3 zombies map of all time, but I think I'm gonna say the atmosphere. This map makes you feel like you are trapped, you are stuck in a time loop. It really encapsulates that feeling of loneliness and confusion that the mobsters are feeling when trapped in this prison, and the hopelessness that the mobsters feel when they realize that they're stuck in a time loop and the only thing they can do is kill each other. Buried. Easily the most unique part of Buried was the chalk drawing. Now, I don't know why this has never returned in any other zombies map, but I think it was awesome the way you could put your own guns wherever you wanted to. It was really good for customization, and Buried is easily one of the most sandbox style zombies maps we have ever gotten, and it was a great send out to Jimmy Zielinski. Origins. Now, easily the most creative part of Origins is the staffs. Each with their own upgrades and abilities. The player themselves will choose in a squad of 4 people which suits them best: wind, fire, ice, or lightning. This system will go on to be used in so many other zombies maps I can't even count, and it is the start of a true dynasty. Shadows of Evil. That Chicago themed city combined with that oh so sweet jazzy music, it creates the perfect setting of any zombies map, and hence why it is my favorite in Black Ops 3. I am a man of jazz, and this map does it well. The Giant. Now, it being so similar to Der Riese, it was a little bit difficult to find things. However, the smaller details in this map are not going unnoticed, such as Icarus on the roof of the catwalk, and even that new Easter egg to get the new perk on the snowbank, Der Eisendrache. Now, very similar to Origins, it has to be the bows. The bows are so cool with stories behind each and every one of them that tells a tale of the arrow and how it was formed. Zetsubo no Shimo. Now, the spider boss is arguably way better than even the final boss, and it was so cool because you get a free Widow's Wine perk afterwards, and even a part of the upgrade to the KT4, while also fighting Mama Spider, Gorod Krovi. The feeling that Gorod Krovi strikes in your heart when you play it is epic, and the dragons make it even better. Who knew that mixing dragons with Stalingrad would be the best thing ever? But it truly is. Revelations. The way that this map was sewn together by Treyarch with all of the different maps, including Shangri-La, Kino der Toten, Origins, and Mob of the Dead, was so impeccably done that it is hard to notice that these are even different maps in the first place. Blood of the Dead. The somber feeling and setting of Blood of the Dead truly strikes your heart, and you can feel the pain of every single character there, realizing what has to be done in order for the story to move on. Voyage of Despair. Now, I don't really like this map at all. In fact, I've only played it once or twice. However, if you go around and look at this map, you will realize how accurate it is to the actual Titanic. These small details such as forks and knives and small plates really encapsulates that feeling of being on the Titanic as it's sinking with zombies. 9. The elephant boss fight is one of the best, coolest, and awesomest boss fights we've ever had in Call of Duty Zombies. The way that you just fight a huge zombie elephant with gladiators running at you is super awesome. Classified. The musical score of this map is truly one of the best we've ever seen, and that new teleporter system is really a game changer in terms of the older one in 5. Dead of the Night. The feeling of having a mysterious mansion in the middle of nowhere, almost like Clue, is super cool with all the parts that you have to pick up and craft. It really makes you feel like you're in a board game. Alpha Omega. I think the coolest part of this map is actually the callback to the original story that we had with Peter McCain featuring and even the Avogadro. It really reintroduces these characters that we haven't seen in a minute or two. Ancient Evil. My favorite map in Black Ops 4. The design and feel of each and every part of this map is amazing, with 4 elemental wonder weapons and a fantastic main Easter egg. There is nothing wrong with this map. Tag der Toten. The beauty of the Easter egg ending forces the player to move forward and not the children, symbolizing you letting go of all the memories of Aether, ending the story with your input. D machine. The layout of this map has to be one of the most perfect in Call of Duty Zombies history. When turning on the power, it opens up a bunker that allows you to go back to spawn, creating a full circle and allowing players to get anywhere very easily. Firebase Z. I really don't like this map at all, but one of the best and simultaneously one of the worst things about this map is the defense step. Now, every couple so rounds, I don't even know how many it is, there will eventually be a defense sequence where you have to defend Firebase Z from zombie hordes and sometimes even an Orda. This is such a unique feature that has never been featured in any other map. Outbreak. Now, Outbreak is a 50-50. You either hate it or you love it, and I'm not really a big fan, but I love the developer risk that they took, and that is the best part of this map. They were willing to try something new, and I appreciate them for that. Mauer der Toten. My favorite part of Mauer der Toten is the fact that it doesn't just feel like another bland facility like the entirety of Cold War has felt like. It actually felt like you were in a city at nighttime in Berlin and just fighting zombies instead of being in some random military base and who knows where. Forsaken. I tried to steer clear of the wonder weapons in this list, but the Chrysalax has to be my favorite wonder weapon in Cold War. It is so cool that you can just slash them and then you can use that little SMG variant as well. It is truly one of the most unique wonder weapons we have ever had in Zombies history. And that's it. I tried my best to steer clear of bland things that you have seen in every other list, but there are some things that you just can't avoid. If you guys agree with me, then put it in the comments. If not, then tell me what you would change. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me?